ugly money.
Wesley Hall, take one.
That ugly money. Yeah. Say it's that ugly money.
This is the Ugly Money Podcast. It's about the process of success. Everything between your first dollar, your first million. That's ugly money.
And we are live. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to yet another edition of the Ugly Money Podcast. I am your host, UglyMoneyNiche. This episode being brought to you by the #1 all-natural male enhancement product in the country, in the world, and in the stratosphere. That would be Goliath Phallus Elixir. Go to get yours today at GoliathXXL.com. Men on average last 2 to 3 times longer while on Goliath. We ain't on that 100 pack. We on that Goliath, Jack. Y'all already know what I need y'all to do before we get this show started. Drop them cities and locations and hit that like button. Drop them cities. Let me know where you're watching from right now. The like button is free. It don't cost you nothing. I ain't going to hit your Navy Federal Credit Union. I ain't going to hit your Cash App, your Venmo, your PayPal. Hit the like button and let me know where you at. That ugly money. Let me see. That ugly money. Detroit, Michigan is in the building. Drop them cities in the chat right now. Remember, all super chats will be read and discussed in full. So if you got something to say and you want to say it with your chest, hit it with a super chat. See who else in here. East Side is in the building. North Carolina, what's up? Cincinnati, what's up? Hit that like button. New York City, what's happening, son? Word to mother B. It's bananas right now, baby. New York stink though. I'm gonna leave it alone. Atlanta, Georgia, we in the building. Who else in here? South Carolina, what's happening? What's happening? NYC. Brooklyn is in the building. The Bronx is in the building. New Jersey, what's happening? Remember, all super chats will be read and discussed in full. Miami-Dade County 305, what's happening? Man, oh man, oh man. So, ladies and gentlemen, I got a special guest of the evening. Now, this particular young man is a hustler, entrepreneur, businessman, father, and a distinguished black man. And we need more of these on these type of platforms. Y'all always want to see a Negro acting a fool. We need to start making Negroes look cool. I'm dropping a mixtape soon. Y'all show your love, ladies and gentlemen, for Wesley Hall. What's up, my brother?
What's good? What's good?
First and foremost, man, I appreciate you making time, man. How was the trip up from Florida?
Oh man, it was beautiful, man. Just to be able to come up the highway, man, and enjoy my fiance on the ride up. We talk and discuss things. Always is business, you know. So,
amen, brother.
Every ride be a pleasure to me, brother.
So I guess the first question of the evening is, who was Wesley Hall before Wesley Hall became the Wesley Hall that we know today?
Oh man, I guess we're gonna go back to the generation of the YNs, you know. As they say right now, the YNs that was running wild, man. Once again, right, didn't have an understanding of life, you know, just really running without having my head on my shoulder, man, you know. Right.
I think a lot of us have similar beginnings, you know what I'm saying, where we were, for whatever reason, rebellious, you know what I'm saying? And not to say that mama and daddy didn't do what they were supposed to do, but for whatever reason, we wanted to find our own path.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell me about you finding your own path as a YN before, even though mama probably was on top of your head.
Man, you know, I gotta say, bro, I give it to my parents, bro. You know, my dad, my mom, both of them been inside of my life. Amen. On top of that, man, you know, my dad always try to, you know, guide me and lead me the right way or whatever. But go back to being a young one, you know what I'm saying, I took my own path to life and it led me to, you know what I'm saying, incarceration. So up on now getting released from prison, now I've been out for 8 months, man. Wow. And I actually just regained myself, man, while being locked up and just figure out, you know, life is real, you know. Sometimes, man, we miss it and we pass on the opportunity of life because we really don't focus on the real thing of what's going on in life. And
welcome home, brother.
Man, just not being in prison, whatever, I figure like, hey, man, I got to get out and be a productive citizen in life now. So that's when I really caught up to myself, man, and say, hey, I can't keep on making these these same terms, man, you know?
That's a beautiful situation. You've been out 8 months and already got a fiance. See what I'm saying?
That ugly money.
I must be doing something wrong.
That ugly money.
I've been out for 43 years and I can't keep a bitch I want to keep.
That ugly money.
I can't find a motherfucker I want to keep over a week.
That ugly money.
Hey, listen, dog, for sure, dog, I met her while I was on the inside, man, you know what I'm saying? So my thing was to be able to come out, you know what I'm saying, and be productive to her for actually taking the opportunity to wait on me, you know? So now I just want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, give her everything that I done told her I was going to do now that I'm on the outside.
That's love and respect. So let's back up a little bit. How long did you serve? And when the judge told you how long you had to go, what was your first initial thought process?
So man, I done did 6 and 6, you know. I mean, we're gonna call it 3 6s, man. So, you know, I started this back in 2011. We did 6. Woo. We got out for 6 months, and we went back and repeated another.
Wait a minute, hold on. You went for 6 years, got out for 6 months, and went back for another 6.
Yeah, man.
That's my devil's number.
That ugly money.
Goodness Christ.
That ugly money.
666.
That ugly money.
Well, you already out 8 months, so you done broke the cycle.
I done broke the cycle, man. You feel? That was my last 6.
Okay, so the first time you got the 6 years, what is that? Because that's the first one. So what is that initial process of thought mindset?
The first thing that I thought about, man, when, you know, saying going in, really didn't have an understanding of how the system actually worked, you know. Yeah. You know, thinking like, man, they might lose me inside of the system because I had so much time. So I went in with a 20-year bid. So, you know, having that 20-year bid, not really understanding the system, how it's going to actually work out. And, you know, the thing I thought about was, as a youngster, was like, okay, cool, man, I done messed up my record, you know? That was the number one thing that went across my, you know, my mind as I'm going through this process. Like, you know, my record is messed up, so now I got to be able to be a little bit more productive in life because I can't get the, you know what I'm saying, I can't get the things that other people can get, man.
For sure.
Having a clean background, you know? So that was on my mind, you know, just messing up my record. And I think a lot of generation right now, man, they don't think about the consequences of their background being messed up and the opportunity that they're going to miss out on just because they got that X on their back. But not knocking, you still have goals and things you can do in life from the entrepreneur. So I call it from the sewer to entrepreneur, you know? Right. I'm leaving from the prison, coming out, man, and, you know, saying being able to be an entrepreneur right now in life. So now
that's a beautiful situation, you know. You're taking a bad situation and making it good. And so a lot of people don't realize that, you know, our decisions as young men can come back to haunt us as elder statesmen. Like the decisions I made at 20, at 40, I still have to deal with some of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
and
exactly.
So when you're young, you just want to make sure that you're making the best decisions so you don't have to be handicapped later on in life, you know what I mean? And if you do happen to make a wrong decision, know what you're dealing with, know how to bounce back from it, and know how to take a bad situation and turn it good. So in essence, a lot of times when you got that X on your back, it might be hard to go work for somebody else.
It's going to be hard, man. It's going to be
So work for yourself. And be a boss. Like my bro Wesley did. We gonna get into it.
That ugly money.
I want to slow drive. I don't want to go too quick for him. All right, so 6 years in, you get out. Now the first day out of the first bid, how was that?
Man, it was hard. Trying to be productive, fill out job application. Remind you, I've been working in the oil field all my life,
right?
The oil industry, right, where we drill for oil and gas. And even that, man, kind of helped me back a little bit. You know, they were looking at my record saying, okay, cool, you just got out. We're going to get back with you. So a lot of the conversation with the jobs and everything I was trying to do, it was like, we're going to get back with you. We're going to get back with you, you know, to the process of me actually going to get like a sewer job where they blow the sewer lines and everything down, right? I tried that, but it got hard on me, brother. You feel what I'm saying? Trying to do that. We was working out in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, man. I never forget. You know, I told the dude, I said, man, listen, I'm going to take a break and I'll be back. But, you know, in my mind, though, you know, saying I wasn't coming back. You know.
You pulled a Rick Ross.
Yeah. It was time to get back to the money at this present time, man. You know what I'm saying?
He said, man, let me take this jacket off. I'll be right back. Now, I can only imagine Louisiana and shit and heat. That's a lot. That's the egregious smells.
Yeah, bro, definitely.
And so seeing the fact that you couldn't find viable employment or employment that would definitely suit you, you went back to the block.
I went back. What they say, racks on racks on racks. Man, I needed that in my life. You feel me?
So, and it's a lesson to be learned for our brothers and sisters or whatever, because a lot of the times why brothers and sisters go back is because of the fact that the options that are presented for them are few in between and quite frankly suck, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And I must say, bro, and I think as peoples, we all understand this, man. The system is a failure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The system not going to give you anything to help you for once you get out from that situation. You know what I'm saying? So if you're looking forward for help from the system, like it ain't there. Like in the state of Mississippi where I did my time at, bro, they gave you $25 on the way out the door. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know, the three things they say in there that they gonna give you, right, is wake up in the morning for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? They call it going back. Wow. You follow me? You got going back again at lunch. You feel me? You got going back again in the evening time, and you got one more call where they say rack down. You know, and that's it. That's all they're giving you, right? The education inside of the system, right, that they portray, that they giving the inmates is only for their benefit, for the benefit of them getting the what you call it, the government grants. That's all it's for, right? The system is only using those programs for government grants for they to be able to keep the system steady rolling, right? But it's not beneficial to an individual that's coming from behind the wall, right? You follow what I'm saying?
No, for sure. Like it's a hamster wheel. It's a hamster.
Yeah, it is, bro. And to the level right now I'm on, man, I think some of them don't even understand the fact of, you know, by credit. You know, that's what we're here right now to talk about.
Right.
You know, I had a guy that was inside of the cell with me. You know, I told him about TransUnion. He asked me, was it a bank?
Wow.
Yeah. So they behind, bro.
So we get out 6 months. Try to get a job. They got you shoveling shit in Baton Rouge. Say, nah, I'm going back to the block. I run it up. You get hit again.
Man, I run it up and I get hit again, right? I had a 6 months run, solid 6 month run, you know what I'm saying?
Already.
Man, when they came, bro, you know, it was like, you know, I just held my hands out because I already understood the business, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew I had to mess up because I know what I was doing. You feel? I understand the consequences behind it, right? So, you know, I put my hands out, man, and I went on and did what I had to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Took my punishment, you know what I'm saying? And came back out like I am right now, you know? So, this is what we at.
What was the main difference from the first time getting out, where you only stayed out for 6 months, and this time when you got out and starting your own company?
Yo, man, the first time my father spoke to me about it, right? But neither him or I had an understanding of it. We understood about credit, right? But really didn't understand the fact of how to utilize it, you know? Wow. People can have good credit but not understand it. So the fact of my first bid, you know what I'm saying, I knew about it and I built it just to be able to get, you know, liability, not assets, right? So it was a difference. So, you know, my first bid was be able to get out and just get me a liability for things that I want,
right? And
continue to keep on working,
buying some Jordans,
yeah, bro,
with the credit card,
supporting that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was the first time I got out, right?
Right.
But remind you, before we went back, after I got out of prison, the first bid after I got busted, right? I got busted January the 17th of 2017, around about like 4 or 5 o'clock. You feel me? On top of that, once I went back through the system and I bonded out, you know, I got out and I got my CDL. Now that right there was the game changer right there.
Right.
When I was able to get out and I got my CDL. So by me getting my CDLs, man, what happened was I went back to the oil field and I started working. I drove for an employee company for like 6 months. Remind you, I stayed out for like 3 years before I went back to prison.
Right.
So I got my CDLs, man. I started driving for a company and I was telling my father, you know, like, hey, man, listen, the truck drivers out here making $95 an hour, the ones that own their own truck. You follow me? So remind you, my dad already knew about having good credit, but didn't understand the facts of it, of how to utilize it. So, you know, he was like, man, listen, I'll sign for your truck, you know? So, you know, he was like, call the banker. I called the banker and I explained my situation, told him like, hey, I'm trying to get a truck. We were hauling sand. That's what we do. So like when they fracking the holes out there, we got to go back in and we got to pack the holes with sand as they drill. You follow me? So, man, I ended up getting the truck, man, and I started running. You know, I ran the truck. Not only did I rent that one truck, but I was able to multiply the situation by getting me 3 more trucks.
Wow.
From that one truck, you know, son. So the money situation went from then, man. By me getting my CDLs, I went from like making 7 to 10 grand a week off each truck. So remind you that was the opportunity that I had to go to prison with from that money there in the trucks instead of doing a thing. You know what I'm saying? So the story kind of is gonna add up to you when we go all the way through it. But that's how it actually triggered. You know what I'm saying? By me getting out from that bond, knowing I had to go back, but I built myself in the between time. Still didn't have a full understanding about credit. Right. But I was able to, you know what I'm saying, multiply the trucking game. So that's when I stepped into the trucking game and started hauling sand in the oil field. They call it Old West Texas.
Yeah. And so you went into your second bid already having trucks?
Already having trucks on my second bid. That's what I went into the system with, yeah.
So you prepared yourself to go in for your time,
right?
With establishing your own business.
Yes.
Hey, boy, that's genius.
That ugly money.
I mean, you know, most people would take that time out on bond to, you know, pop bottles, make babies, make enemies, or whatever. You spent your time building a business.
Yes, bro. I was building a business, man. So that was my thing, right? So like, you know, if I continue to keep on using that same cycle, I know the results of what it was gonna get me. You know what I'm saying? Right. You can't. Some people, my father say, you can't beat the system, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. When you realize that you can't beat them, you're gonna try another direction in life, and this is where we at right now. We focus on another direction of life right now.
Amen to that, brother. All right, so 6 years pass, you do your second bid, you get out. Now, what's the difference between the first day out of the second time than the first time?
Man, the first day out this time right here, man, you know, first of all, I walked out the gate smiling.
Hey, man, it's time to ball.
That ugly money.
Hey, man, you know, I knew it just at this point of life or whatever, I never had to depend on somebody else to hire me and put me on, you know what I'm saying, for a job situation. But also now I did step out and go get me a job anyway, you know what I'm saying, and run my trucks at the same time. So on top of that, man, getting out this bid right here, whatever, it was a beautiful thing, understanding that, you know, I can go get funding from the bank. That was the most beautiful thing right there, coming out of the system, knowing that I walked out of the prison with an 811. So that, you know, that speaks for itself.
That ugly money.
That's $1 million.
That ugly money.
$1 million, man.
$1 million right there.
That ugly.
That boy got an 811.
That ugly money.
Got 811,000.
That ugly.
Easy.
That ugly money.
I know what that is.
That ugly money.
Now, you know what's crazy is we were always taught, at least I was as a young man, that I want to pay cash for everything and get it paid off.
Hey, that's a lot of people think cash is king, bro. Cash is trash. Credit, you treat it like your woman.
So I wanna
that ugly money.
I wanna give my guys some game and the folks that watching the show. For those individuals that still love cash and versus credit, what is the difference and why do you choose credit over cash?
For a prime example, man, let's use cash as an example right now. If we was actually working on it, let's say it's some type of asset, right? But let's say trucking. Okay, let's go back to the trucking game. Say if you got cash, right, and you using it for the trucking game to build yourself up. So the thing is, first starting off with whatever, right, might be good, but somewhere down the line of the road, you're gonna run into problems with this in the trucking game, right? Any business, right? There's any business really, like you're gonna run into some type of situation where you're gonna have to be able to put that money back over into the business. But the thing is about the cash is it'll sooner or later run out.
Yep.
Right. And at this point, if it run out and you haven't built yourself up on the credit side, then you can't go to nobody and get no money because you know you can't knock on Bobby though.
You're broke.
Bobby ain't gonna give you that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
Mom and daddy, they like, hey man, we done help you out enough. You feel me? So when that cash is gone, it's gone. But if you got credit, right? I can't count the banks, but hey man, there's so many doors we can knock on. You feel me?
To go get you some money on.
To go get you some money on.
And you use the money on to make you more money, and now you got cash flow.
We call it OPM.
Hey, man.
That ugly money.
I'm learning.
That ugly money.
But see, I am myself. I am ignorant to a lot of the assets that credit can bring. You know what I'm saying? Because it was so much beat into my head as a young brother. Go get the money. And then, I bet my money on me. And I can remember when I was building my studio, I did a $150,000 build out. All out my pocket like a fool.
That ugly money.
I would go, take the key, put it in the ignition, go somewhere, make me some money, bring it back, give it to the contractor. And that's how I built my studio, out of my own pocket. When I started learning, my people was like, man, why don't you just get along? I'm like, I don't fuck with no folk. Nah, you need to fuck with them folk. Yeah. Because I could still have my 150 in my pocket.
Hey, absolutely, bro. And on top of that, you can have your money plus their money.
Yeah. So, how do we access the assets of credit?
Yo, man. So, in the midst of me being incarcerated, right, what I learned is I had to tap into a mentor. I had to tap into somebody that was educated above all means of what I understood about credit, right? So what I did was I got me a mentor, and my mentor showed me the loops and the ropes of the game of how to be able to build credit and actually establish credit. One thing first, man, just starting basically off the ground, from ground up, you want to be able to get you some building savings type account. But don't trigger and get too many of those, right? Because the creditors are going to look at your profile as is you at a stopping point. So we're going to use Capital One for a prime example, right? So just say, for instance, you got a Capital One credit card and you do a building savings account where you use your own money to put on the card.
Right.
You stopping at $300, or let's say $500. Okay. All right. So you got a $500 Capital One credit card where you put your own money on the card, and now it's reporting to your credit report.
Right.
Okay.
That's secured, right?
It's secure.
I know a little something.
All right. You with me? All right. Cool.
I got one of them.
So check play, right? So what happened is, if you got a $500 credit line on your report, right? The banks look at you like, okay, cool. You trying to get funded from the bank, but you only got $500. So if I ask you for 10 grand, but you can see my report that somebody only gave me $500, you're not gonna max me out like that. You follow what I'm saying?
Ooh.
So you don't want to add too many of those to your report. So you don't want to let them judge you. Right. Basically, yeah. You don't want them to judge you off. You know what I'm saying? Like you at a stopping point. This is all the banks is gonna give you, just $500. Right. So I'll show you a different way how to go about building a report out, so you can be able to get that type of funding that you need. So remind you, man, when you go back to this credit game, I built my credit game off of Kit Kat sneakers and chips and sodas, man, all while incarcerated.
Wow. So you were selling snacks?
I was selling snacks, man, and the thing was, right, I was selling snacks to the zone that I was in. So just say, for instance, I ordered $200 worth of candy bars. A lot of guys get the munchie, you know? Yeah. So I sell the candy bars to them. So they got a such thing as called, I'm going to give this game out to the peoples, right, because I want them to be able to go ahead and add this to their report anyway. They got a thing called Credit Strong. Credit Strong will let you get a maximized account of $10,000, okay? But it'll cost you $109 a month. This is called buying money to get money. Wow. So basically what you're doing is you buying that $10,000 from Credit Strong to add to your report so you can go get more money from the banks. So now instead of $500, it look like somebody gave me $10,000. It look like somebody gave you $10,000. So it report as Austin Capital Bank.
That ugly money.
Hey, man, y'all some slick-ass Negro, boy.
That ugly money.
When you in turn take your money to buy you more money.
That's what you're doing.
You getting your money pregnant.
All you doing right now is you paying them $109 a month to report $10,000 to your credit report.
Oh, that hard. That
ugly money.
And there's a whole bunch of that kind of stuff.
It's a whole bunch of
that ugly money.
Wait a minute, man. Hold on. This man over here goddamn about to change brother life. Hey, man, I should charge you Negro some more money for this episode. Wesley Hall is here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, so you can in turn use credit. It's so funny, man, because we were always, I was taught that credit was bad.
A lot of people was, bro.
We was taught that when the credit card come in the mail, you cut it up.
But remind you though, right? Let's go back to that generation there. It was only bad for them that didn't understand how to utilize credit. So a lot of people didn't know about you got 12 to 18 months, 0% APR. You follow what I'm saying? Before that car get to 17,
right,
9 or 19%, interest rate on that car. So a lot of people didn't understand that, So now in life where we got to understand liability, you got to cut those out. You know what I'm saying? You got to put X's on that. You got to be able to get you some assets with your money, man, to pregnate it, like you just said.
Right.
That's the only way that money gonna grow, if you put that money over into you some asset.
So let's talk about that, because it's a lot of us that get money. Yeah. Like I can remember a time that it was an uncomfortable amount of money in one of my accounts.
Yeah.
It was uncomfortable. And I remember talking to one of my rich partners. I'm like, what should I do with it? And I was like, go buy a car, go buy a house, go buy, just go buy something. Go buy a chain. I did everything that niggas do when they first get some money.
Absolutely.
I bought the chain. I bought the car. It's still out there. Yeah, I bought that motherfucking cash. I was like, I want the Bentley, mo. Yeah, give it to me. I did it all. And so, but my partner was telling me, he was like, anytime my accounts get over 100,000, 150,000, I frantically try to get it out of my account. And I was like, why, you don't want to save no money? He said, no, I'm losing money if this money is right here. And I didn't understand until today what he meant by that, of your money has to go up with the inflation.
Absolutely.
And so every day that you got that 100,000 in that bank sitting and not making no money, that 100,000 is less valuable than it was the next day.
Yeah,
because it's more expensive to live.
It is. But you know what though, man? And now they have many options now, so you to put your money in your bank and they actually pay you for utilizing that. SoFi is one of them, right? You can open up your SoFi account and they actually pay you a high yield savings account for having that money in position now.
I want to show y'all something. I want to show you.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I learned a little something, man. I learned a little something while doing all this. I ain't gonna show y'all too much.
Already.
I ain't gonna show y'all too much. But I'm in there. If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
I learned a little something. Okay, so let's back up. Okay, because I'm trying to get all my brothers and sisters $1 million in the next year. Okay. I'm a regular guy. I got a job. I got college loans on my credit report, couple cell phones. They repoed my car one time back 10, 15 years ago. How do I get to the point of, one, cleaning up my credit and getting access to hundreds of thousands of dollars in funding?
So for number one, right, for the start on that report.
About to give y'all hold on. That ugly money. Hit the like button. Don't tell them yet. Ricky, I need a super chat for that. That ugly money. Hit the like button. All super chats will be read and discussed in full. That ugly money. I'm about to tell y'all. I'm not about to tell you. He about to tell y'all to get $1 million in a year. That ugly money. From being broke, from ashy to classy. That ugly money. Hit the like button, gentlemen. That ugly money. These are conversations we really need to be having. That ugly money. We have fun conversations too about these hoes. That ugly money. But you know what? You ever want to have women problems, goddamn? That ugly money. Get you some money. That ugly money. That'll solve all the whole problem. That ugly money. All right, okay.
All good.
Regular guy, regular job, college loans, had a car, a repo, cell phones.
Medical collection.
Yeah, regular bills on my credit report.
All the right.
I got a 500.
500. So this is what we do, right? We go in there. First of all, man, you're looking at the guy, right? You got to come to the greatest, man. It's actually on Facebook, man. It's Wesley Hall, King of Credit, right?
Come on, man.
The king of this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I did it from incarceration, right? And I actually learned how to go about building it in, also removing the negative items from your report. Ooh. So the number one thing is, first of all, you got to sign up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to sign up with Wesley Hall.
Right? You got to sign up with Wesley Hall, man. It's the only way you're going to be able to get to the next level, right? And, you know what I'm saying, I show proof. So I don't just talk this shit, right? I live it too at the same time, though.
You here with me, y'all?
Yeah.
We doing something right.
We living. We ain't just talking about it. We living the same proof of it, right? Yes, so, you know, you can follow my page. It's going to show you the proof, right? So first thing first is sign up. And what we do is we actually get you signed up to Identity IQ.
Right.
That's a credit monitoring service. And the credit monitoring service is what happened is, I'm going to use myself for an example, right? I'm not going to put nobody else on. I'm going to use myself. Just say, for instance, I was scamming.
Okay.
So with the credit monitoring service, what happened is, if I was to go do something fraudulent with your report, it alerts you. It lets you know that I just opened up an account or tried to, or even open up an account of your name. So it sends you an alert through your phone and through email, but they give you the opportunity to call and say, hey, that ain't me.
Wow.
You follow me? So you can close all transactions down with all bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experience. So the first thing first, right, I like for all my clients to be comfortable when they sign up, right? And the thing is, the protection, right? So I like for them to sign up for Identity IQ. Not does Identity IQ protect you, but it also protects you from dark web. From the black whale, it protects you from that too as well. So it lets you know if your information I got out and somebody to trigger your information. All right. So once we sign up to that, what happened is we book a call and we go through your report.
Right.
The Identity IQ is gonna let me know all the negative items that's on your report. Right. Now, they have a law which is the 15 U.S.C. 1681, which is a consumer law. Okay. It say in order for the report information to the credit report, it must be 100% accurate. Okay, but normally when the creditors report it to the bureau, they don't do their investigation. They just add that account to a consumer report. So by them doing that, that be the trigger for me to go in there and look at the negative accounts, how they done report it, for me to remove it from the person report.
Wow.
Individual, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's what I do. I use the consumer law, right? I'm only stating facts to the consumer law.
So what you mean to tell me I can get the goddamn repo off my credit report and don't have to pay these folks?
Oh man. So
hold on, you said something right now. Hey man, fuck them people, man.
That ugly money.
Hey Wesley Hall knows something, y'all.
That ugly money.
Hey man, fuck college. I ain't never used that shit anyway.
That ugly money.
I'm just putting it in nigga terms so y'all can goddamn comprehend.
That ugly money.
Y'all gotta sign up. You don't want to pay them folk goddamn holler at West.
That ugly money.
Okay, so I ain't gotta pay these. I ain't got it because I ain't never used that damn college degree anyway.
Already. So check play, right? First thing we do, we go in and look at this report. So remind you though that you got these accounts added to your report. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now I don't want to mislead anybody wrong. Whatever. Remind you, if you got that account and it belongs to you, you got to pay that debt. You follow what I'm saying? If it belongs to you, you got to pay that debt.
Yeah, you got to pay what you owe.
So just for us having the information on the report, and it's inaccurate, that's where I come in at to remove it off the person report, right? So remind you, when we go in there and remove it, you know what I'm saying, then we start building out an individual report. Okay. So if you got anything on there that's negative, that's in reporting, it is reporting wrong, then I go and identify those negative items, and then we send it into the bureau. Not only do we send it into TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, but we also file a CFPB complaint. We filed a complaint against TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian as well as not following the consumer law. What we actually stated to them, we stated to them that the law, that the items on the report is negative. And they inaccurate, so we need you to remove them. You follow what I'm saying? Right. So we don't ask them to investigate the account. We tell them to reinvestigate it because they supposedly did that before they actually added to my report.
Hey, man. And so now all the negative stuff falls off.
All the negative stuff follows. So now it's a process. Now don't let me get that twisted too as well, right? So remind you, coming down, building a report is a process. It takes me anywhere between 4 to 6 months to clean a person report. Right. Now, a lot of people are like, okay, cool, why does it take so long? They want their report clean like right away. Remind you, just say for instance you got 10 negative accounts. Right. And no, you got 10 accounts, but you got 5 of them. We're going to do 5 and 5. You got 5 of them that's positive, 5 of them that's negative. Right. Okay, if I remove 5 accounts from your report, it only leave you with 5 accounts. So now you can't show your credit worthiness to the bank because you only got 5 accounts. And those 5 accounts might not be so powerful as accounts that we removing because remind you, you only coming to me because you fucked up. Right. You follow what I'm saying? So that $10,000 account, that $20,000 account that you had on there, I got to remove it now so the bank can't see that you actually, somebody gave you a $10,000 or $20,000 account before. So it's because it's off your report now. So remind you, when you sign up like that, that's the first thing we had to do is I get them actually a list of accounts that I need them add to the report.
So basically saying, if I paid, let's say $150,000 for a Bentley, if I would have, instead of paying it cash, if I would have just used the credit, the banks would see that I kept $150,000 payment going, and they would probably give me $150,000.
Yeah. So when
hell, man.
That ugly money.
Fuck, Ricky.
That ugly money.
Hell, you ain't tell me for, bro.
That ugly money.
My dumb ass went over that motherfucker cashed out talking about bag and everything. Like, I want the black and silver one right there.
That ugly money.
See, we don't know.
We don't know, bro. We don't know. Yeah, when we don't know, bro. So that be the thing that we gotta open up though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, sometimes it be $1 million a game inside of a book. And I'm also gonna give away a free ebook on the show as well. So they can tap in and get the free ebook. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give them the free ebook. So to all the people that want to build, man, take this ebook and run with it. I took this ebook and it guided me step by step on how to get to the next level. You follow me?
I'm really gonna take this information to heed because I've been spending my own money since I had money.
So, man, check play, right? You know, I haven't got an opportunity to speak about this, but, you know, on the repossession side, let me go back real quick. On the repossession, the people can come. I got a trick for them.
Right.
The people can come pick up your car today.
Yeah.
Right? Let's say the day was Monday morning and the repossession man come out there and pick up your vehicle, right?
Right.
We can actually get that car back by 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock by that evening.
It's a cold nigga, boy.
That ugly money.
Cold nigga, boy.
So when they pick that car up, I'm giving you now an opportunity to be able to catch up on your notes. You feel what I'm saying? So I give you 90 days to be able to catch a hold to yourself and build yourself back out so they won't get that car. Remind you, though, the bank already done charged it off. So when you go into like 120 days, a default on a note, the bank charges it off. And then they file a 1099, right? And they file that to the IRS for the loss. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
So the repossession man gonna come pick up that car anyway because it's still inside of this system that the banks were looking for.
Right.
Even though the banks done charged it off. So when they come and pick up that car, the banks don't really want that car no more. You see, you feel what I'm saying? It's the repossession man that's getting that car. When they get that car, whatever, they can keep it. But I got a trick for them though. You feel what I'm saying? I got paperwork that I can file, and when I file it and bring it to them, they gotta acknowledge. They gotta acknowledge. I can't get that shit away, man.
Hey,
you feel what I'm saying?
Y'all better tap in.
That ugly money.
Hey, let them know where they can tap in with you at right quick, just before they know.
Let me get this to y'all real quick, man.
Because I know what's on the top of y'all minds right now. Everybody look, they in the chat right now talking about, can I get that information?
Listen, check play, right? Since right now, man, we on Ugly Money Podcast, right? I want y'all to text money. You feel me?
Text money.
Money, MONEY. I know we know how to spell that because everybody got their hands out. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Text money to 813
370
1718.
1718. Say it one more time for them. Text money.
Text money. That's MONEY. Since we on the Ugly Money Podcast, right? Text money to 813 370 1718.
1718. Y'all got it?
That ugly money.
And that's free shit, man. Y'all ain't got to pay for that. You feel me? Until you get onto that calendar and start booking your consultation. You dig what I'm saying?
Hey, man, it's an amazing story, brother. So you tapped into a mentor, showed you some game, and now you are spreading the wealth and the knowledge to your other brothers.
Also, and I'm gonna give a shout out, boy, to my boy, man, Trapper's Way Out. You feel what I'm saying?
Trapper's Way
Out, man, taught me this game, man. You feel me? And I forever be grateful and thankful to the young man as well, man.
And I think, it's a lesson to be learned because the difference between getting out the first bid and getting out the second bid is the second bid you had financial security and you had a plan.
Absolutely. So I ain't stopped smiling yet. You feel what I'm saying? Since I walked out the gate, you know what I'm saying?
Got a nice smile too. That boy went to that dentist and got right. Guys out Dr. David just got me right.
That ugly money.
That motherfucker get the smiling different, boy. Got yeah. If you know, you know. That boy got 50,000 in his mouth right now. Fuck you talking about, boy?
That ugly money.
Probably put that on credit too. See, my dumb ass had to pay that.
Bro.
That ugly money.
Absolutely, man. Hey, Care Credit gonna get you to the next level.
Hey, let's move a little forward, man. Current events, man. I want to see your thought process. Seeing that now you are a young man in a different tax bracket,
Absolutely,
a different mindset and a different lifestyle. Klay Thompson and Meg Thee Stallion.
That ugly money.
That ugly money. I gotta talk about it.
That ugly money.
Klay Thompson is a man of certain values, and he's in a certain stature and a certain tax bracket. He's now dating the rapper Meg Thee Stallion, who is definitely, successful in her own right. Do you think that dating Meg Thee Stallion would be a good move for Klay Thompson?
Man, I really ain't say, but one thing I did learn while being locked up, man, is that's a special thing, right? And a lot of people might not know about it, but shout out to my boy Be Better. You feel me?
That's how Be Better.
It's such thing called a trust, man.
Hey, shut up, Minister Be Better.
Yeah, man.
I know exactly what you talking about.
Own nothing.
That's my dog.
Own nothing, but control everything.
That's my dog.
I paid for that while I was locked up.
Hey, so wait a minute. So Klay, because it's reported that he may have got her pregnant. Yeah. I just heard on Academics. Actually, Academics, it's rumored that Klay already got Megan pregnant. So how, if Klay is indeed gonna get Megan pregnant and will marry her thought ass that ugly money, how can Klay protect his NBA money that Megan wasn't with him shooting in the gym?
Hey man, my thing is like Minister Be Better told me, get you a trust, man. Put everything that you got, all your assets and everything, put it up into that trust, right? So this is the point when you go to the judge, right, and she try to get everything from him,
right? Or
if that situation happens, we're not saying it's gonna happen, but hey, you looking at a thought, okay?
Right.
So thought ass Megan, you feel what I'm saying?
He is.
Thought ass Megan. So check play, right? The thing is to go ahead and put everything that you own inside of a trust, man. I actually built me a trust myself. You feel what I'm saying? I went through a nasty divorce too as well. So I learned about the trust.
And fuck them hoes. That ugly money. Nigga, he up now. The new bitch definitely better than the old one. Look at
Shout out to my goddess, man.
You sit right now. All y'all old bitter bitches, I'm sorry. This ain't got nothing to do with him. I'm sorry. All you old bitter bitches, y'all sit. You left the man when he down, when he up, he looking real good now. No, ma'am, you no longer qualified. She said, "Clock that." That ugly money. So you recommend that Klay Thompson get a trust to make sure he protects all his assets?
I think you need to sign up with Be Better here.
that ugly money. Klay, blink twice if you okay, my brother. That ugly money. We talk about various topics on this platform. You know what I'm saying, but Megan Thee Stallion is the LeBron James of toxic women to me. She, the fact that she allegedly, I gotta say allegedly, sent a black man to jail that didn't shoot her, when we all know allegedly that her best friend shot her, and she knowingly knows this and continues to let this man rot in jail after getting stabbed 16 times is just unforgivable to me.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I hate that happened to that brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, being behind the walls is very dangerous, even for myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had to carry they call it a shank, you know?
Yeah.
I had to sleep with it day and night because you get caught sleeping with it, they hit you with it. You feel what I'm saying? So I understand, man, his whole situation and what's going on. You feel me? I hate that for him, you know? Yeah,
no, shouts out to Free Tour. And, I just think that sometimes people don't realize the type of danger that they can put that black man in when
Absolutely.
They call the laws on him, especially when it ain't shit he done did wrong.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, as a black individual, we already got X's on our back, so sometimes, man, we can't even put ourselves in a position to the point where, you know what I'm saying, it might cause that type of consequence behind us. So we want to be careful where we at sometime, man, because sometimes, man, the wrong place at the wrong time can cause you a long time behind on walls, man. You feel me? So
with the wrong bitch.
Yeah. That ugly money. Wrong crowd, man. You know what I'm saying?
Klay, we're going to pray for you. I'm a LeBron fan, so I ain't never really fuck with you like that, but
bro.
I don't want to see you in the black side go to jail.
Yeah.
Still half nigga, but they'll block your black ass up.
And you know what, man? When about the sports situation, I haven't really even, you know what I'm saying, know they was dating, because the thing about sports and shit, man, I can't give up. I can't give up 2 or 3, 4 hours of my time to watch them. Like, I figure like the people's on TV, fuck, they already paid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get money just like them. You know what I'm saying? So I can't sit here and watch them all damn day when they don't even know me. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna utilize my time to help build myself up so I can get to the next level, right? I want a bag just like he got a bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. It's a trust, bitch. So you can't. Hey, man, y'all better educate yourselves, man. Now, it's just remarkable that the lifestyle that a lot of us have always dreamed for is just available to us. We just don't have the knowledge.
Yeah, we don't. And you know what, man? My focus is more on the convicted felonies more than anything, right? Because, man, like, the system don't give you shit, you know what I'm saying? And they not giving you anything to be able to help you out in society. So when you come out, like you lost. So you only gonna you're a repeated offender. You know what I'm saying? And the repeated process of prison is higher because guess what? They don't have the knowledge to be able to come out and be successful, man. You know, shout out to the ones that did, you know what I'm saying, take the opportunity while they locked out and did what they supposed to do, you know what I'm saying, while they was incarcerated and built themselves. But, you know, you have a lot of them just laying around that just don't know. You feel what I'm saying? So, man, you know, my whole thing, my whole target, because my book called No Excuse How I Build My Credit While in Prison. That's my book. So the book that they just text money to, that's what they got. They got the book, man. Wow. It's called No Excuse How I Build My Credit in Prison. Like I told you, I built that shit off of sneakers and Kit Kat.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, man.
And if he could do it, anybody can, gentlemen. This is the Ugly Money Podcast. We talk about the process of success, everything between your first dollar and your first million. That's ugly money, the highs, the lows, the ups, the downs. I know it was a time in your life that you fell down. How'd you get back up?
Oh, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, when you get into business, you know, you got to understand, you out on your own as an entrepreneur, so it's going to be risky, man. You feel what I'm saying? But the number one thing is don't get your pride in the way to the point where you had to go clock in and hit somebody else's clock. Woo! You feel what I'm saying? So, like, it's been times where I done made an investment and it wasn't the best investment, you feel me? But I didn't put my pride and say, okay, cool, I'm not gonna go get in there because I'm an entrepreneur. No, man, shit, I got bills coming, you feel me? So I had to go reposition myself, you feel what I'm saying? And jump on somebody else's job real quick to cover up so I can be able to get myself back into position. Now, once I get back in position, then I'm back at the bank store.
And you know, and that's a lesson to be learned too, because you know, a lot of us try to be too proud to go make some money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's interesting how, especially, I don't know how it is in Florida, but in Atlanta, man, it's like none of these niggas got jobs. That ugly money. Nobody got a job. That ugly money. You know, everybody bottom, but don't nobody got a job. That ugly money. And you know, I've told several individuals, I'm like, bro, there's nothing wrong with going to get your finances and your lifestyle straight before, you know, because I always gave this game to my up-and-coming artists. I was like, the job supports the business. The business supports the dream.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? And so if you're trying to skip any of those steps, it's going to be tough. If you're trying to get to the dream before you got a job or a business, it's going to be hard to support that because the dream a lot of times is expensive.
Yeah, for real.
Know what I'm saying? You want to be in the music industry, it can cost you $200,000. Okay, what job is about to pay you $200,000 unless you a doctor or a lawyer, and you probably don't want to rap after that. So in the meantime, between time, while you punching that clock, you need to be funding your business with that excess money from that job. So therefore, you have an excess 200, 300, whatever.
Yeah, you got that. So if I was an individual that was punching the clock every day, you know what I'm saying, what I would do is I would take that money and I would apply it to my credit. You feel what I'm saying? Because I mean, hey, I charge $1,500 to do a credit report, right? So if you got anything dealing with public record, which is like a bankruptcy and child support, I charge $2,500. So remind you, right? If you pay $1,500 because you got negative derogatories on your report, just say like you spent $1,500, man, and we do your report, you end up spending another $1,000 or $2,000, right? Because you want to build your profile out. That can turn over into a $50,000 to $30,000 approval. You feel what I'm saying? So you may
go get the money right back.
You go get the money right back. You see what I'm saying? So like even when I came out of prison, you feel me? I was able to get their money with my money tied onto my report, and I paid it back in 5 months. So let me show you what I did, right? They got a little play called Light Screen. I'm gonna get this out too as well, right? I normally don't get this out, but Light Screen gave me $25,000 when I first got out of prison. Within a week time of being out of prison, okay? I got
$25,000 a week out of coming out of prison.
A week, and then I went and go bought a $350 that my fiance told me don't get. But
you gotta go do it.
You gotta go do it. You know what I'm saying?
Go do it.
I had to go do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So check play, right, man. Light Screen gave me $25,000. Remind you that I had to jump back into the trucking game because my truck had to sit down for like a year or so before, you know what I'm saying, right before I came out of prison. So I didn't jump directly back into my trucks, you feel me? What I did was went and go grab me a job. And at this point, I took the money from the job and I tied it into this $25,000 that Light Screen gave me, and I added it back to my report. So I took that money, I added like 30 grand, 40 grand back to my report with their money and my money, And then what happened was I kept that money for like 5 months, 4 months, and I let it sit on my report. I turned back around and I killed that balance. I paid like $35,000 of it back off. Okay, when I paid it back off, what happened was it left my DTI low. So now the other lenders they can't see that I owe Light Screen, you know what I'm saying, $40,000. So I killed that balance where it showed like I only owe $5,000. So cool. Now I'm at like, let's say 93, 94% paid off. Okay. So now that my DTI is all the way back down, what happened was I rounded back to them. And the next time I knock on their door, Light Screen, I hit them for $90,000. You dig?
Free game alert. that ugly money.
Bitch ain't got $90, let alone 90,000.
Bro.
Hey man, y'all better tap in with Wesley, man. He knows something.
That ugly money.
Hey man, you know, your story is a testament to just not giving up, brother, and not succumbing to the odds of the hand that life has dealt you. You know, a lot of people would have given up. A lot of people would have felt sorry for themselves, and a lot of people, you know, would have just succumbed to whatever environment they was in. The fact that you got the, intestinal fortitude to make something move while in them walls is it's just a testament to who you are as a man, who you are as a person, brother. And I already know that the future is extremely bright.
Man, definitely. So, you know, one thing for sure, whatever, man. Thank God, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was on track for us, you know, having my license and everything before going back into prison or whatever. And that will allow me to be able to build, right? Because I was able to open up accounts and just build by just utilizing my license. When they said, you need your identity, open up account. Yeah. So me having my license while I was going through the process of incarceration, I was able to open up accounts and I was able to build. Just buying them build and savers account. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. No credit, no nothing. Just getting the build and save account and utilizing my money to be able, and from the trucking money to get these accounts to add to my report. So I'm getting $10,000 and $5,000 accounts. Wow. So now at the lender's eye, they can see, okay, cool. Another bank then gave him 10. Another bank then gave him 5. You feel me? So now they want to give me funding.
What's amazing about this, right, is that being a convicted felon, it's hard for you to walk into a place of business and get them to give you a job that pays you $40,000 a year.
Yeah.
But if your credit is right, you can walk into the bank and go get $400,000.
Preach to him, man.
That ugly money.
Hey man.
You know what, man? As a convicted, hey man, listen. As a convicted felon, you know what, brother? The thing that I seen in life, a lot of them feel like the bank ain't for them, so they don't utilize it. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of them say, hey, man, I'm just going to get me a job because the PO is on them and say, hey, man, go get you a job. So now what happened is they get caught up in the ring of just going to work, paying their fine and going back home. They're trying to make life off of that 9 to 5. You feel what I'm saying? Wow. So they never open the door and say, man, how can I get more money or what I need to do to be able to get some more money? You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They stuck in that cycle of just going to work, paying their PO, and continue on through life. They say, well, cool, I ain't getting in no trouble. But you got to open up other doors as well, man, by utilizing your credit profile to get you more money, to put you in better position. And also, man, it's going to put you at better tables.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to be able to sit at other tables, right, that you wouldn't expect it that you're going to be able to sit at because your mindset has changed. And definitely, man, the numbers and the accounts, the commas have changed.
Well, you know, it's a revolving door of success because now it's a situation where, say, someone was to tap in with your program and get the knowledge and get the game that, you know, they need. All right, cool. A year later, they up. Well, now, you the teacher.
Yeah, so the game is, right, I like to be able to go in there, clean the person report because on the front end side, man, that $1,500, man, it cost me a lot of money to go into a person report. I had to pay a team. Remind you, I can't do 100, 200, 300 people. Right. I got a team that helps me out. I mean, we up, you know what I'm saying, first thing in the morning for the sunrise. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And we get on to me, and we go over this person report, that person report, you know what I'm saying? And an hour later, you know what I'm saying, I'm done with them. I tell them what to send out, how to do everything, and they do all that, right? But the front end side is where you spend your $1,500 to get your credit report. Is it goes towards the team to help you out with sending your letters out and following the consumer law. My thing is It's building your report out because I get you funding. Remind you every day I tap into a banking relationship manager to say, okay, cool. If I bring my client in here, what does their profile need to be in order for to get this product you have? It's a $50,000 product. What do my client credit need to be at? You follow what I'm saying? So if they tell me you need to be at a 720 with a low DTI and with a 2 to 9% credit utilization, because you got to remind you, 35% of the credit report make up your payment history. Okay. 30% of it make up your credit utilization. So those are your two main big factors that make up your credit report, right? That will make up the FICO score. Is your payment history, your credit utilization, okay? You have your history, which give you 82.5 points, and then you got your new credit and your mixed credit. Both of those make up 10% of the credit report, but they give you 55 points each. So it's 5 factors that make up the FICO score. So if I understand how to go about building that FICO score for this banker to be able to give you the type of funding, I go and add trade lines to a personal report to get them to the next level. You feel what I'm saying? Because guess what? I had a client here the other day or whatever, he's 58 years old. So he asked me, man, how can I be able to get funding from the bank? But he didn't have number 5 years of history. I said, I want you to sit back and just common sense shit, right? You 58 with 5 years. You telling the banker you just started this shit.
Wow, bro.
That ugly money.
Ah, man, we can stay here all day, man. God dang, I love talking about money. How can people follow you, find you, tap into you, all the above before we get out of here?
Yeah, look like they're already tapping in, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Fucking,
oh, yeah, for sure.
Counts going up over here, you feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
We just got the sign off right now, but they signing up, though. I like that. And congratulations to the ones that actually took the opportunity, man, to watch this show, man, to be able to get to the next level. I thank you also for signing up as well, man, to get this free book. Let me know you are trying to get to the next level. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm more willing to help the ones that actually trying. You know, you ain't trying. I mean, I don't really want you inside of the program, but my thing is to be able to sign up, man, and which is you text money to 813.
Hey, Ricky, put that across the screen when you get a chance.
Yeah. It's going to be text the word money. That's MONEY. Let me know when you're ready, Rick.
Yeah, we'll put it across the screen so y'all can see.
Okay, cool. Okay, that's 813-370-1718, man. Text money to 813-370-1718. Yeah, man. Y'all text that. Get that free book, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going to show you how to go about building.
All right, now we give y'all some free stuff.
That ugly money.
Tap in now.
That ugly money.
Say I ain't never put y'all on game.
That ugly money.
You always got down checking the women.
That ugly.
Now I'm checking for a check.
That ugly money.
I better tap your hell in.
That ugly money.
Hey, if he can goddamn build his credit and goddamn run trucks through the goddamn prison wall, it ain't no reason why y'all at home ain't sitting on some goddamn money on.
That ugly money.
Get the information you need so you can get up. Tired of your old lady leaving your ass? Get you some money on, texting on. Tired of the old playing with you? Get you some money on, texting on. Tired of that bitch that don't want to goddamn keep you out the friend zone? Get you some money on, texting on. That's how it works. It's cause and effect. When you got the money on, everybody says yes.
That ugly money.
Text it damn no.
That ugly money. That ugly money.
Oh, man. You got any social media handles they can follow you at, brother?
Yeah, man. So one of them on Facebook, right, is going to be Wesley Hall, Wesley. Rick, you want to put this down, man, for they follow on the screen? Some of them slow, some of them won't get it, but I want the ones that want it, man, they'll really get it. But it's Wesley Hall, man. In parentheses, you're going to put king of credit, right? I should be the only one, the number one, because I'm the baddest motherfucker that ever did and got away with it. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
That ugly money.
So I want y'all to put Wesley Hall. In parentheses, I want you to put king of credit. You feel me? Put that, and I should pop up. So on IG, man, IG, my company is called Bear With Us Consulting. So it's BEAR. You got it, Rick? WITUS_consulting. That's CONSULTING. So Bear With Us _consulting, man. You can follow me on IG. You can follow me on Facebook with Wesley Hall. at Kings of Credit, and also, man, my Facebook is Bear With Us Consulting as well on Facebook as well. But y'all follow the page, tap in, man. Let's get you to the next level. You're trying to go there. Definitely, man. I want to help build all my convicted felonies, man. If you're down, you're looking for a way out and trying to get to the next level, man. Listen, bro, this here is for you anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really focused on my 9-to-5 people and whatnot. I'm focused on my convicted felon because I know what it feels like to be inside of the prison and come out. You know what I'm saying? Because I came out my first time with nothing, no knowledge, no nothing, right? You feel me? Just high-headed and trying to make money, not understanding the points of credit and how I can get me to the next level. You feel what I'm saying? Amen. To be a productive citizen, man. So shout out to my convicted felons, man. Y'all watching this right here, man. Go ahead and tap into that number 813-370-1718, man. Let's get it.
Hey, man, let's do it, man. Y'all know what to do. Hey, man, this is informative. I should have charged you Negro with money. I appreciate you, bro. Real talk, man.
No doubt.
A lot of game, a lot of information for the listeners. Make sure y'all tap in with Wesley Hall, man. You can follow me at UglyMoneyNiche. That's UglyMoneyNiche. Remember, the bigger the dream, the bigger the risk, the bigger the payoff. This has been the Ugly Money Podcast with Wesley Hall. That ugly money. That ugly money.
That ugly money. That ugly money. That ugly money. Yeah. Say it's that ugly money.
This is the Ugly Money Podcast. It's about the process of success. Everything between your first dollar, your first million.